Hello, friends. How are you tonight? Hope you're well and welcome back. Tonight we're going to talk about justice. Actually, a lawyer's prowess. And his commitment to justice in the American South during the 1930s. A courtroom story that resonates with readers across cultures and generations. Atticus Finch's courtroom stand. To Kill a Mockingbird is a book written by Harper Lee, released in 1960. It dives into issues like racial inequality, bias, and the innocence of childhood, set in the southern United States during the 1930s. The tale is told through the eyes of Scout Finch, a young girl living in Maycomb, Alabama. It chronicles her experiences, alongside her brother Jem, as they deal with the intricacies of their community and the trial of Tom Robinson, a black man wrongly accused of attacking a white woman. Now, let's take a closer look at what happens in the courtroom during the trial. In Maycomb, Alabama, 1930s, a small dusty town where everyone knows each other and where skin color decides more than truth ever could. In the courthouse today, every eye is on one man, Atticus Finch, a quiet, steady lawyer, widowed father of two, and the kind of man whose principles run deeper than fear. Sitting beside him, hands shackled, is Tom Robinson, a black man accused of assaulting Mayella Ewell, a poor white woman. Tom's life now hangs by a thread frayed by prejudice, before a single word of evidence is spoken. The Ewells live behind the town dump, barely scraping by. Bob Ewell, Mayella's father, is a mean-spirited man, lazy, quick to anger, and quick to find someone else to blame for his own failings. Mayella, his eldest daughter, is lonely. In her testimony, she claims Tom Robinson attacked her when she asked him to help with chores. Bob swears he saw Tom on top of Mayella. His fists pound the witness stand. His voice drips with indignation. But his swagger hides something Atticus will soon pull into the light. Atticus rises slowly. He never raises his voice. He doesn't need to. His questions are steady, each one cutting closer to the truth.
Mr. Ewell, can you write your name for the court?
Bob Ewell snatches the paper, scrawls his name with his left hand. The courtroom murmurs. Mayella's injuries were on the right side of her face. A left-handed man could have struck her. The implication hangs in the air, like a storm cloud. But the jury's eyes are guarded. Mayella takes the stand. She's young, nervous, and defiant all at once. Atticus treats her with a gentleness that contrasts sharply with her father's aggression.
Miss Mayella, you've never had friends, have you?
She bristles, refuses to answer. He asks about her life, her loneliness, the times Tom passed her house and helped her out of kindness. Then comes the question that shakes her.
What were you really afraid of that night? Tom Robinson hurting you? Or being caught kissing a black man?
Mayella's eyes fill with fury and shame. She refuses to answer, instead declaring,
"That's him! That's the man who hurt me.
but her voice wavers. The truth is slipping her fingers. Tom's voice is soft, respectful. He tells of Mayella, calling him in to fix a door that wasn't broken. She asked him to fetch something from inside. Then suddenly she hugged him and kissed him on the cheek.
I didn't want to hurt her, so I ran.
The jury shifts uncomfortably. Then Atticus asks the question that destroys the Ewells' claim.
Tom, can you use your left arm?
Tom slowly raises his right. His left hangs useless at his side. Crippled from a childhood accident. He could not have struck Mayella as described. The truth stands clear as day. And yet everyone in that room knows the tide of prejudice is stronger than the current of facts. Atticus's closing argument. The courtroom is silent. Atticus removes his glasses, walks to the jury, and speaks from his heart.
But there is one way in this country in which all men are created equal. There is one human institution that makes a pauper the equal of a Rockefeller, the stupid man the equal of an Einstein, and the ignorant man the equal of any college president. That institution, gentlemen, is a court.
His voice is steady, but there's a plea in his eyes.
In the name of God, do your duty. In the name of God, believe him.
The verdict. Hours pass. The jury files back in. Their faces hard. Guilty. The word strikes like a hammer blow. Scout, Jem, and the black community in the balcony sit in stunned silence. Tom's head bows. Atticus gathers his papers slowly, his shoulders heavy. As he leaves the courtroom, the black citizens stand in the balcony. Reverend Sykes whispers to Scout,
Miss Jean-Louise, stand up. Your father's passin'?
Days later, news comes that Tom Robinson was shot trying to escape from prison. 17 bullets ended his life. Atticus had told his children that
courage is not a man with a gun in his hand, but when you know you're licked. Before you begin, but you begin anyway, and see it through no matter what in that courtroom.
Atticus stood licked from the start, but he stood anyway. And in doing so, he taught his children, and all of us, that fighting for justice is never wasted. Even if you lose, what do you think, friends? Fighting for justice is never wasted, even if you lose. What a powerful statement. I hope you've enjoyed this story as much as I have. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Joanna I. Good night.